Welcome
to LeagueCast. Let's go.
in trivia.
Immediately. Without delay. Hey, and welcome to LeagueCast episode 191. It's the 19th of August, and my name is Christopher Puner. I'm joined by three fantastic co-hosts of mine. Those include Alex Henderson.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nick the King Cooper.
Really?
Yes. Aiden Frost Rock Arts.
Of course.
And nobody else. I didn't make that sound like that was the last name, but that was the last name. But so to clear the air, there's nobody else. I wish we had surprise guests. That'd be kind of a cool thing to do from time to time. Maybe we should look into
Freak.
that. Yeah, let's get Freak on here. Be like, hey, I hear you guys been talking shit about me in the server room for the past, 5 years. Yeah, I can
My
see
bald
that
spot.
conversation.
Sounds about right.
my bald spot. Do you guys still have that at the top of the LCS notes?
Yeah, we do.
2015, the year of Freak's bald spot.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my one contribution to that show this split was that. Anyway, let's talk about our weeks. So Nick Cooper, did you get to Challenger yet, or?
No, I played 3 games in Diamond, and I won one of them and lost 2.
Okay.
You're bad.
And it's just as bad as Plat 1, so maybe I won't play League of Legends ever again in Ranked until next season.
Sounds like a reasonable response.
Yeah.
It does. It also sounds like something's in Henderson's mouth.
Penis.
A giant, throbbing lollipop.
I don't know if your lollipop is throbbing and has some issues. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get distracted with talking about things that are throbbing, but Nick Cooper, what else did you do with your week? I'm sorry.
Work, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, cool. So you played 3 games of League of Legends and worked.
All
and
right,
that's
no, I
all
played
you
a
did?
lot. I played a lot of League of Legends, but they're
Oh, okay.
normal games and
Okay.
less important.
Less important. I don't feel like that's a fair assessment of you and your game, because I care about your performance and who you were playing. So did you have a good week? Did you have a bad week? I mean, we can't just talk about normals and now talk about specific champions or things like that.
Well, you can when you have 2 champions that are I've played one champion twice and then a different champion every other game.
Okay.
I don't understand how people have Mastery 5 with 200,000 points with one champion. One champion just gets boring. Why do you guys do that? What the fuck?
That's
Play
just how
different
some
champions.
people play, I guess.
Yeah, I know
don't
they're playing the game wrong.
I guess so. Okay. Anything not league related? Maybe? Did you play
Yeah, work.
anything else?
Actually,
besides
I've been playing.
work, holy shit.
I played a little bit of this MMO called Vindictus. Is that what
I
it's
have
called?
no idea what that is.
It's I don't know. It's a free to play MMO that kind of feels like a multiplayer Dynasty Warriors kind of. Lots of button mashing, lots of really cool combos and boss fights. I don't know, it's pretty fun. It's free. It's
I
Dominion.
think I've played it once.
It's made by Nexon, so let's be real.
Okay.
What is that supposed to mean?
Maple Story, the
Aiden.
best game they've ever made.
Maple Story 2, you mean, right? Is that a thing? Is Maple Story
Dude,
2 out?
that's almost out soon.
Oh,
Maple
man,
Story
that would
2
be
is going to be out.
exciting.
Yeah, okay,
Can
we're gonna lose Frost for a month.
Okay, it's gonna be bad though.
Right. I mean, RuneScape 3 isn't as great as old school RuneScape.
Oh my
so
God.
let's be real. All right, cool. Anything else to Cooper?
No.
All
You said
right.
RuneScape 3, now I'm sad.
Okay. I'm
You
sorry.
broke my heart.
You can go to runescape.oldschool.com and play
And
the
create an
original, right?
all-new account, right?
Yeah,
Not the
yeah.
one that I poured my heart and
It
soul
doesn't
into.
matter. It doesn't matter because when you turn it on, it goes.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Punch some goddamn goblins in the goddamn face.
Nah,
in
dude, why are you
Lumbridge.
punching and not kicking, dude? Come on.
I'm punching and kicking. It depends
No,
on
just
what I'm
kick.
going
Just
for.
kick.
Just kick, push, coast into Alex Henderson's week.
Nice.
There was nothing.
Oh boy, wow, that was smooth as hell. Cool. So, nothing. What do you mean? Can you elaborate?
I think
on
I
this
played
nothing?
one game of League of Legends this week.
Okay, well then, what the hell else did you do with your week? Work.
I can't remember.
All right, Nick Cooper. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Did you play like any other games? I think you're playing Civ right now, right?
Obviously.
You're a piece of shit. You admitted to it on the show. I hate you so much. Fucking baited you.
So mostly it's been Civ this past week, and I played like a handful of normal games, but honestly, there's nothing all that exciting or special that happened in the past week.
Okay,
The rest of it's been filled with Rocket League.
I was about to say, you got Rocket League, right? So that's
Because
definitely...
Warren's been badgering me about it for like a month and a half now.
Because it's incredible.
Yeah, no, I believed him from the start. I was just working up the willpower to click the buy button on Steam. It's a difficult task, man. And then I did like real life stuff this weekend too. That was crazy because I went camping like in the middle of Wisconsin when it was 95 degrees outside. That was fucking awful because it was 95 degrees outside. Normally it's a lot of fun camping. Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a Henderson thing to do.
I love camping. I used to go camping all the time.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not something you do frequently. It just doesn't seem like something you would do. In my opinion, I don't know. You don't seem like a camper. You seem like a sit in front of your computer, eat a lollipop while doing a podcast sort of guy. That's just me.
I have to go ahead and say none of you guys know me particularly well, but that.
Wow, that was rude as hell. Let's move on before I start crying about our 8 years of wasted friendship, I guess. All right, Aiden Rock
The 8
Cards.
years of seeing you once a week while you complain about being busy.
That's true. That's completely true.
That's the entirety of our friendship here, Chris.
That's fair. Mr. Aiden.
Hi.
Could you delight my ears with information about your past week?
I didn't play any League. I only worked. No, I played League. I'm doing a League of Legends podcast. Oh my god. So working my way back. Holy shit! Working my way backward. I don't know what that was.
Working my way downtown. Shit.
I'm currently like trying to figure out new account names, even though I want to keep my current account name. I'm currently deciding between meming and dreaming, or I had a meme. But
Aiden had a meme.
But anyways, my week. I played a fair bit of League, I guess. I've played a lot of ranked games. I've stayed at about the exact same ELO because I win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I played with the best Rumble player in the world on LOLskill. I played as a Smurf account.
That's cool.
That was kind of... yeah, he carried. Like, he played Rumble into Renekton, and he was up 80 CS at 20 minutes or 25 minutes, something like that.
Oh, jeez.
With like 2 kills in lane. I'm like, I don't even understand how that works. Like, he's just really, really good. And I'm like, oh, that champion's really good. But he only had like a 55% win rate, even though he's the best Rumble in the world, which is kind of weird.
Wait, 25?
55.
He wasn't always the best Rumble player in the world. Maybe at one point in time he was the worst Rumble player in the world, but he just worked his way up, and now he's just gaining positive win rate.
He's higher on the LoL skill chart than the guy whose name is Rumble.
Wow.
So I mean,
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
It means a lot of things. What else did I do? I played some ranked Twisted Tree Line. I'm gonna remind everyone not to do that because it's terrible. Like, the matchmaking is so bad. I played with 2 friends of the show, one of them being Diamond 4, one of them being unranked this season, and me being Plat 2. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna even out. We're gonna play against some like gold players. First game, we play against a bunch of silver players, and like I think I got like 20 kills or something like that, like something ridiculous. Sorry, I went 8-2, so it wasn't 20 kills, but I mean, we got a ton of kills, and it was a really easy game. Second game, so first game we play against silver. Second game, we play against a Diamond 1 player, a Diamond 2 player, and a Plat 1 player. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Their Diamond 2 player used to be Master, like, last season. So, fuck that matchmaking. Don't do that. Don't make yourself...
You don't like taking it up the butt?
It's just one game you play against silvers, and the second game you play against challenger
Ranked.
players. It's dumb. It's dumb. But other than that, I didn't do much other than that, I think.
Okay.
I played some 2v2s on Twisted Tree Line custom games with some friends, and that was probably the most fun thing I did all week. Like, just random champion select, play some custom games. Vialmaw absolutely demoed every single game. Vialmaw was the MVP. There was a game where the enemy team's trying to do Vialmaw, and we have a Blitzcrank on our team. So Blitzcrank goes in and looks at them. Vialmaw pulls all 3 of them in, and Blitzcrank ults and gets a double. And I'm like, oh, that was fun. But yeah, other than that, I didn't do too much this week, I don't think.
Okay. Cool, man.
What about you, Chris?
For myself, I played a handful of League of Legends games, all of them different roles. I played one with Nick Cooper at 4 a.m. that I don't really recall because I was so goddamn tired. But I wanted to make sure I took advantage of the fleeting moments that I had with my boy Nick Cooper over there.
Hey,
that's you.
I don't remember it either.
Yeah, and neither of us were drinking or anything. We were just super tired. It was 4 a.m. I don't know, whatever. But it did happen. I don't even remember who I played, but I played, a bunch of different stuff. I think that's pretty much it for League stuff. I didn't play any ranked. I just played a bunch of normals from time to time. I've also been kind of sucked into the Rocket League world. I've been playing a lot of that game.
It is surprising how much fun that game.
It is spectacular. Watching that game being played by somebody else and having no knowledge of what it's like to play it makes it look really dumb and really, really easy. But it feels great. It's a great, great game. You should get it. It's like $20 on Steam. Come hit soccer balls in dune buggies with me, please. It's a good time. But I think that's pretty much it. The past 2 weeks I've done like overtime at work because people were sick and needed to cover shifts for other people for other reasons. So I've been kind of MIA computer wise. I've also been trying not to spend as much time on my computer and go outside and to nature and do things. I didn't go camping, but I have been running, and it's been wonderful for my mental health. I tell you what, kiddos, if you want to feel better about yourself, go exercise. It does something to you. I don't know what it is. But I think that's it for my week. Yeah, getting hyped for the Grand Tournament. That's about it.
It's the Grand Tournament, Chris.
Grand Tournament's a Hearthstone expansion. I'm sorry, I'm referencing stuff that's appropriate for another show that we have. If you play Hearthstone, go listen to the Hearth, and we'll delight your ears with information about that. So let's move on to the actual show now. Let's do Rising News.
Okay, so we have... Here, let me get this sucker out of my mouth so I actually, it makes sense. But this week we have patch 5.16 going up soon. Pretty sure server maintenance is scheduled for the beginning of the beginning of the day on the 20th. So keep an eye out for that because this is a fucking massive patch. We literally just finished recording the patch notes, and it's a long show. I'll have to check to be sure what it is, but we have the Juggernaut changes coming into this, which means Darius, Garen, Skarner, and Mordekaiser are all getting fairly significant ability changes. Mordekaiser, the most hilarious of all of them, because, just flashing, auto attacking, and then hitting for 900 damage in one auto attack is fucking great. Let's see what else is here. A bunch of random changes across champions worth mentioning. There's Azir had some decent ones. Be sure to take a look at that. Elise got some nerfs. Kassadin's getting some changes, which makes me sad. Lee Sin got buffed. Fucking Lissandra got buffed. We got there's also Victor. He got nerfed. He makes me sad. Not really. It's not all that bad though. The AP scaling on his staff got nerfed just a tiny bit in the realm of per level, but they added a mana scaling per level. So, works for me. And then we also have the new items for the Juggernauts. Dead Man's Plate, which is the same as the one that came in, what was that game mode called, guys? Bilgewater Special Game Mode. Bilgewater Brawlers? No, Black Market Brawlers. That's what it was. It was in there, but we have that. Then we have something called Styrox Gauge and Titanic Hydra, all of which are stupid, ridiculous items. And I think that's all of the important stuff. Small HUD changes and a bunch of skins. That's right. Arcade Riven's a cool skin.
Can I mention my favorite change?
Sure.
So, who recorded the patch notes with you, first of all?
Nick.
Fuck, so I already talked to Chris about this. So I'm like, when you think of Ahri, you're like, okay, she's kind of a good mid laner. If someone said she was OP and she needed a nerf, I don't think the place that you nerf her is her healing on her passive. I'm like, that change just made me mad. I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, that's the problem with Ahri. It's not the problem that she has 3 dashes plus flash. It's the problem that she heals too much on her 7th spell proc.
Too strong.
It's annoying. I don't understand just random changes like that.
So strong. And then I have also one of the most fantastic announcements that I have ever had grace my ears from the doors of Riot. Servers are getting moved to Chicago on August 25th.
That's nuts. Yay, ping.
Yay! baby.
Yay, ping.
From 60 to
Coast
12,
here.
boys.
Oh my god. Quality of life. Oh my god.
Gonna main Riven and Twisted Fate.
In all seriousness, though, those on the West Coast are getting kind of screwed on this ping transfer here. Don't worry about it. 70 is still perfectly playable and a fantastic number, and
Yeah.
better than most of us have gotten in the past 5 fucking years. So go take your salt and get it the fuck out of my ears.
I play with 110, so I mean, yay.
For
I-
Japan, though, they're getting absolutely fucked.
Yeah, isn't Oceania closer though? It's in Australia. That's pretty close, relatively speaking.
It is.
Isn't
It is,
Australia
but
close to
I'm-
Japan?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's like half the distance to where the servers are now.
They could
I
also
don't
play
know.
on
There was
China
a
too.
reason.
They can't play on
I-
Korea.
Okay, I saw that in that thread that there was a similar, like they couldn't play on China for some reason. But
It
I
was
guess
possible to bypass the
Okay.
Korea.
Right. So never mind. So you guys in Japan are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
And
don't
they're
know
also
why
getting
you
their own
can't just
server.
use Oceania, but
Because
Where-
Oceania
where are those
sucks,
servers
right?
even hosted? I know they're in Australia, but where in Australia does matter.
Let's find out.
Probably
My
on the
guess is
side. So
Sydney.
they're both sides have shit.
Melbourne.
Melbourne? Okay.
Maybe? I'm just guessing.
Let's just name places in Australia.
That's what I've been doing.
Hold on, let's look
Gold
at this.
Coast. I don't know what that is.
The Gold Coast?
Is that a place in Australia?
Isn't
That's the name of a blend of coffee that we make. It's Starbucks.
Not the place in
it's
Australia.
about 2/3 of the distance.
The Ivory Coast is in Africa.
Yeah.
Gold Coast is in Africa as well, but
Maybe.
Gold
I don't
Coast
know.
is in Queensland in Australia. I googled it.
Queensland. Okay.
Okay, neato magnetos. Let's-
Yeah, it's about 2/3 of
Geography.
the distance from here to Portland. That's what it looks
Geography
like in my head.
cast.
Whatever.
I was about
boy.
to say the same thing.
Yay!
Oh my god, the same joke we've used 50 times in the past month. Huzzah!
Shut up.
That's the first time anyone in the world has said Geography Cast ever.
Okay,
Yes.
you got me on that one specifically. But, oh well. Anyway.
Anything else?
What you got? What you got, Chris?
I got the Tom Kench cookbook. They put out this thing. They got it. It's like as a spotlight feature community creation about this thing where this dude teamed up with an artist. The community artist Knockwurst and Bioluminescence. And they put together like these 3 recipes for crugettes, Callista kebabs, and moomoodles. Moomoodles. A lot of, but like a lot of these things are like the descriptions of these dishes are written in like Tom Kench speak. So like, oh, I do beg your humble pardon and my embarrassing lack of composure. I find myself salivating quite uncontrollably at the memory of lacerating these anguish-soaked ribbons of Viridian comestible, like stuff like that.
That's awesome, though.
But they're like, I mean, they're named after League of Legends things, but they're things that you can actually make. So like the moomoodles, 3 ounces of spinach pasta, 1 tablespoon of basil pesto, 2 cherry tomatoes, yellow or red, 1 tap of grated Parmesan, and then they give you the instructions. So boil pasta, drain the pasta, yada yada, and then it serves 1 person. Wow, they know who their target audience is, I guess. People that eat alone. That was really rough. I didn't even mean to get into that. I just kind of led myself there. But yeah, if you want to see these, they're incredibly charming, and if you want to make something like the courgettes, actually seems like quite a bit of work. Yeah, quite a bit of work.
That's the idea.
No, but like the pasta one's super easy. The Callista kebabs basically just like chicken and lemon and shallots and cloves of garlic and stuff. Like it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I must implore you now, gentle reader, do not let it be said that I am one to turn away company, no matter how quarrelsome come supper time. All right, Tom, we get it. Yeah, go check that out. That stuff's on the front page still. And if you can't find it, then Community Spotlight and go take a look-see. But that's it for me.
Hey, Frost. No, you
Aiden.
don't want to talk Frost.
Aiden,
No.
please.
Okay, fine. Nick, got anything you want to talk about?
Hey, yeah, actually, so pretty exciting this week is going to be the finals for NA and EU, LCS, CLG versus TSM. It's happening. The rivalry boys, it's back.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully CLG does better than 1-3, as they'll probably not do. And then Fnatic versus Origin.
Get
the
Faith,
last
son.
chance. Yeah, exactly. Faith Age. The last chance for Fnatic to go undefeated and have the perfect split. Will they be the New England Patriots of the NFL or the Miami Dolphins? You don't know what that means, but
Nope. I was
We're not
looking
from
last
Florida.
week with the football thing, but I got nothing right now.
Explain.
all right. So the New England Patriots had a perfect season a few years ago, and then they lost the Super Bowl actually to the New York Giants. But the Miami Dolphins are the only team that have gone undefeated and win the Super Bowl. So they had the perfect season. So will they have the perfect season and lose at the end, or have the perfect season and win at the end? Damn.
Wouldn't it imply a perfect season if they won at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then they lose, and then
it's
they lose at the
impossible
end,
for them
and
to
it's
have
not
a-
a perfect season.
it's impossible for them to have a perfect season
Well,
and
all
then
right, no,
lose, all
they already
things
had.
considered.
They already had a perfect season. Like
Okay.
this is the playoffs.
This is separate. This is
Yeah.
separate. Okay.
Yeah.
What
So-
the fuck, man? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
not
really
even-
excited for that. Make sure to check out our LCS show where we break it
Where
down
we
and
talk about the
it.
Miami Dolphins.
No,
You
fuck
probably
the Dolphins.
you probably could have just compared them to SKT, assuming that SKT went perfect in playoffs and won OGN Winter, right? That would have
No,
worked
that
too,
would
right?
that would have not
Inst-
worked nearly
Instead
as well.
of comparing it to football.
A football
to
team
football.
that none of us
No, that was
understood.
that was perfect. You guys just don't
All right.
understand.
No, you're right. We don't understand, but I mean, okay.
Fuck
fair.
you, Dad.
Yeah, okay. You can't tell me what to do.
Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me.
Aiden?
Yeah, so two things. New Worlds format. Pretty well they're like fuck buys because buys are bad for group stage and stuff. So there's a live group draw that they're gonna stream. It's gonna put different teams in different pools, and then those teams are going to play in all 16 teams are going to play in a double round robin style tournament of best of ones. For how many teams? I forget how many teams gets into the bracket stage. Either way, after the group stage is finished, the top two teams from each top two teams from each group advance to the bracket stage, which used to be called the knockout stage. Oh, sorry, now it's the knockout stage. Used to be called the bracket stage. Still a bracket. Don't know why they call it the knockout stage. Anyways, and then they face off. But also, it's kind of interesting. They're doing another random draw at the group stage to knockout stage transition for like what groups the winners and second place teams from groups are going to go into, because now you can't just as soon as we see the regular groups like last year, people are like, oh, Samsung White and Samsung Blue are on different sides of the brackets. That's going to be the final two teams. So this year they're making it random, so you can't immediately predict the winners of the two Korean teams that are going to make it to the finals. So that's kind of nice. Gives a little bit more. It's something to look forward to, I think. So, anyways, new new format for Worlds, and I think it's a better format. And then the other thing is Riot released these teasers for project skins, kind of like Project Yasuo. You should check out their website for them. They look really, really cool. They're kind of just like teasers right now. We can only see the weapons for the 5 other skins. Like it shows Yasuo, and then it shows Lucian's guns, Leona's shield, Mastery's sword, Fiora's, I guess you'd call it is it a dagger? I don't know what you'd call it. Fencing thing, and what's the last one that I'm missing? Oh, Zed's shurikens. So I mean, those are going to be some pretty awesome skins, I think.
I'm pretty hyped because Project Yasuo is like one of my favorite skins.
I think Project Zed is going to be the close, followed by Project Leona.
I'm excited for Project Zed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
I think they're going to do a really good job with them, though. Like Project Yasuo is already pretty sick, but other than that,
It
that's
is.
pretty well it.
All right, cool. And that wraps up news, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Ooh, can I mention one more thing? I meant to mention this
Yeah?
like 6 weeks ago, but I kind of
Okay.
forgot. So I got an email from
Nick
Riot,
Cooper's
like-
better than you?
Ooh.
I got
You got an
It's
email
not
from Riot?
funny. I got an email from Riot, like a survey, a couple weeks ago, and it was about Champion Mastery. It was pretty well saying, like, started out with talking about. Actually, first it wasn't about Champion Mastery. It was about, in Earth mode they had those finishers,
Yeah.
like the heart finisher and stuff like that. They were wondering if if people would be interested in purchasing them and stuff like that, and adding them to the game regularly, which I did really want. But anyways, the second part of the server, which I thought was more interesting, was about champion masteries. They've had this one idea that you would acquire shards. So as soon as you get one champion at Champion Mastery 5, you get one shard. And when you have 3 shards, you can unlock a particle recolor rather than a skin recolor for a champion. So whether it be like changing all of Ezreal's skill particles to red instead of yellow or something like that, those are like the type of options. The example that they gave me was changing Ari's Q to red, I think, was the one that they showed me. So it's kind of interesting. I think the idea of they also said, like, instead of getting the shards, you can also buy the recolors for the particles for 200 RP. So that was kind of like their idea, see if they can get any bites. And I think it's a really good idea. I think the more champion master, I like the idea of shards. I think you shouldn't have to buy them. I think you should be able to unlock them with your champion mastery. And I think it's a cool idea.
I think I'd personally prefer it if they were exclusive to champion mastery, but I understand why they'd want to sell them, because those are like that could lead to some potential like actually shitty situations in there when people are just like, oh no, fuck you, I'm playing Victor wherever the hell I want because I want to get my fancy green laser.
And there's no way that they're not going to try to cash out of that, because I mean, you're not going to create content like that for free, I don't think. But I like the idea.
Yeah.
I want some red particles for Ezreal. That's what I really want.
Yeah,
for
that'd be
Ezreal.
pretty sick. I want some
It would look
green
sick.
ones for fucking Nottingham.
That seems bad. Anyways,
Fuck you. All right, cool. Let's move into this week's champion spotlight. It happens to be
Mordekaiser.
Diana.
Damn
it. Also referred
Wait,
to as Deanna, if you don't know how to read. Diana's lore is very, very interesting. We've got this really great light versus dark, good versus evil battle that I've never heard before. Never, ever. Never, ever. Never, ever. All right, cool. So, we all know about the Solari, right? You guys know, if I say Solari, you guys are like, who is that? Oh, it has solar in the name with an I. It must have something to do with solar stuff. Maybe the sun? It's the sun. You're right, it's the sun. That's what Leona's from. Leona is Solari. She's like that, and she worships the sun because the sun is bright. It's in the sky, and it feeds our plants, and it makes us warm when we're cold, and lets us see, so it must be great, right? But you know what? There's another thing in the sky, and that's the moon. And it's less, you can actually look at it, you can appreciate it, unlike the sun, which, you know, it's so glorious that when you look at it, you'll die. You die. You just drop over,
Your eyes
flop
set on
over,
fire.
dead. You're like a trout, but on land and dead, right? So, but the moon is up there too, and Diana is like, hey, guys, in this society that I live in, because she was among these people that worship the sun, she's like, what about the moon though? And they were like, you're an idiot. What about the moon though? And she's like, no, I'm pretty sure that moon thing that's a thing we should be looking at. And they're like, no, shut up, stop asking questions, this is a metaphor for religious extremism, and you shouldn't ask these questions because that would make for way too simple of a storyline, and we need this to be interesting. I'm like, okay, fine. So then she's like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go and deal with this stuff and try to figure out why everybody likes the sun so much, because I sure as hell don't. It's just kind of there, and it's part of my life, and I can't avoid the fucking sun, so I guess I'll just have to deal with it. So she buries herself in just tome upon tome in this library. It goes over all this information and this books. It's like college, but she's doing it by choice, and it's all this stuff. And then she's reading, and then she's like, well, I found all these consistent clues in all of these texts that nobody's really noticed, that points to, you know, what I said before about the moon being a thing and being cool. So she gathers all this stuff up, and then she goes out and she finds this temple in this secluded valley in Mount Targon, and that's apparently where I guess we get Targon's Embrace, I don't know, whatever, where she unearthed the hidden entrance to an ancient sealed temple. Inside, among aging relics and faded murals, she found an ornate suit of armor and a beautiful crescent blade, both inscribed with sigils of the moon. It's like when you unlock Ezio's armor in Assassin's Creed, except she didn't have to do any collection quests to make it happen. She just showed up and got it. It's great. And And so she's like, man, this is awesome. I knew that there was more to the world than just the sun. So she dons the armor, she grabs the blade, and she walks back to the elders of the Solari civilization, that culture, whatever the fuck. And she's like, hey, look, guys, I found this thing about the moon. Remember what I was talking about before? And you said I was wrong. But if it turns out there's another side to the coin for us to appreciate and learn about. And they're like, ooh, heathen, we should execute you, actually. This is scary and different. And so she's like, uh-oh. And so she's like on the executioner's block, and she's like, Moon, help me, because I'm about to get fucked super hard, and I'm like your only proponent right now, so you really have no choice. And so the Moon's like, boom, zip, zap, boop, bap, and then just like shoots her with moonbeams. And she's like, your chains can't hold me. And she hulks out of there, and then kills all of them. Every last one of them. All of them.
Sounds about right.
All of the elders. She's like, you should listen to me. And then she just leaves. She just leaves all these people dead. And then, like, I imagine as she's walking out, Leona's like walking and like, hey guys, what's going on? What the fuck? Uh-oh. I bet it was that Diana chick. Oh, I hate her now. So they're rivals in game, if that's a way of me telling you that, I suppose. With the temple and ruins behind her, Diana resolved to destroy all those who would deny the power of the moon. So if you run into her on the street, be like, praise the moon! Huh? It's great! Lunar's great! Aha! The sun does not reveal the truth. Its light only burns and blinds Diana whenever she came out, whatever year that was. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I'm trying to decide and compare her lore on level of quality to Darius's. I think hers is pretty neat. It just needs to be fleshed out more.
She's a fucking psycho.
There's a Leona and Deanna comic that's showed up online a couple of times now. Oh Christ, I can't remember the name of this thing is called, but if you Google fan Leona Deanna comic, and it's a pretty fantastic creation, because that you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Because this showed up on the Reddit, not the front page, but the League of Legends subreddit a couple of times, and it's really, really, really good read, and it's a lot of fun. It's got a neat little art style there too. And then the same author has also done one with Jace and Victor. Hasn't finished that one yet, as far as I know, but still, it's some pretty awesome stuff, and worth at least taking a peek for.
Yeah. Cool. So that's Diana. Let's talk about her abilities, Nick Cooper.
Hey, so her passive is called Moon Silver Blade. She passively gains attack speed. Every third strike cleaves nearby enemies for additional magic damage that scales with, has an AP scale. Her Q is called Crescent Strike. She swings her blade to unleash a bolt of lunar energy that deals damage in an arc before exploding. Afflicts enemies struck with the Moonlight debuff, revealing them if they are not stealthed. Her W is Pale Cascade. She creates 3 orbiting spheres that detonate on contact with enemies to deal area damage. She also gains a temporary shield that absorbs damage. If the third sphere detonates, the shield gains additional strength. Moonfall is her E. She draws in and slows all nearby enemies. And her ultimate is called Lunar Rush. She dashes to an enemy and deals magic damage. It has no cooldown if it's used on an enemy afflicted with moonlight, which is, so if you hit an enemy with your Q, you can use your R, and your ultimate won't have a cooldown.
If you hit multiple people with your Q2, you can dash to all of them with that 0 cooldown.
You'll just have no mana.
Yeah, your mana poofs pretty fast, but it's still a thing you can do.
Cool. Is that it for... That's
for her abilities,
that's all. Yep.
She doesn't have any more abilities, Chris.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
What about when the moon comes out, man? She turns into where, Diana?
Oh, what if there were night and day cycles in League like there are in Dota?
Like in Dota. That'd be cool.
That'd actually be cool.
That would be really cool.
What role does she fill Aiden Rockarts?
Oh, she's either a burst mage or a when I think of her as she jungles or she's mid. That's what I'm trying to say. But when she's mid, she's a burst assassin. When she's a jungler, she's still kind of an assassin, but I think she's more of a bruiser. I'd like to play her as a bruiser when she's jungling.
It's better to build
or you die.
like that, yeah.
I mean, she can be played as an assassin. I think she's better as an assassin in this meta currently, but I still think she's a good bruiser as a jungler rather than an assassin mid.
I would agree. All right, so let's take a look at her mid, though, because I feel like that's the easier one for us to focus on right now. If you're going to play her mid, what are you maxing first?
Q.
If you're jungling her, what are you maxing first?
Q.
Q.
Q. All right, cool. I'm glad that we got that question out of the way. Second, what are we maxing on her? Is it different in the jungle or mid, or is it the same?
Nope, always W.
Always
Yeah, the
pale
shield, right?
Cascade.
Yeah, always her shield.
And then E is always last in line.
Yes. The only thing that scales with Moonfall, which is her E, is the slow amount, but it's only 35 to 55, and the duration is still 2 seconds, so it's still a significant amount of slow at level 1. Yeah, so there's almost no point to doing that. All right, cool. What about build? What are we building on this character?
I think Zhonya's and Abyssal are core on her, no matter what. She's one of the few champions where I feel like going that kind of defensive build, she really benefits from it.
Yeah.
Her base damage is already pretty high, too, so.
Okay. Henderson, what do you think? What are some items, anything different than what Nick already suggested?
I mean, not really. I like Zhonya's and Lichbane.
Lichbane is awesome on her.
If you're jungling, definitely Runeglaive instead, because it gives you a similar effect and it gives you that clear time. So, I mean, it changed. Like the build doesn't really change all that much.
Okay. Now, Aiden, your turn to play cleanup. What do they miss? Anything? Maybe a hat of magic damage?
No, I was gonna say you go magic pen boots unless you need to go Merc Tread. So that's pretty well like the only boot extent I think. Like I don't think I would ever go Mobies on her for jungling even. I think
Abyssal is kind of a given on this champion too most times.
Yeah, I like pen boots are obviously your preferred method, but if you have to get treads for any sort of CC, then Merc Treads are fine too.
Okay. Strengths and weaknesses. This can just be your free for all. What do you guys? Where does she shine, and where is she not so shiny?
Anytime after level 6, if you hit your Q.
Anytime before
That's
level
her
6.
strength.
She
Okay,
sucks.
that's her strength. Okay.
Yeah,
All
her
right.
weakness is anytime before level 6, or anytime
Exactly.
you miss your Q.
Her strengths are one-shotting my teammates in ranked and then losing me games.
There you go.
She's actually such a good burster though. If you want to actually be serious, like she is the highest damage burst mages if she can get her double ult off, which is
if you're
ridiculous.
really good at knowing how to combo her, she's fantastic. But if you don't know how to play her well at all, she can become a super deadweight on your team.
So
You
an
know,
easy
and-
way to combo, since Chris addressed it,
Yeah.
auto attack twice, hit your Q, R, auto attack, W, probably R again, and then just walk away.
just walk away. Yeah, cool.
If you don't kill them.
wrap up final thoughts.
Lunar
No?
Goddess Diana Beskin.
It's a fucking great skin.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I think we should also mention that she's actually really, really good in the current meta. Like maybe
Yeah,
mid is a
yeah.
little bit weak. Like I think like she still loses to like what Victor or Azir. I think
She
probably
loses
lose
really
anything of
hard to
range.
Victor and Azir, yeah.
Yeah,
Anything
it's
that can bully her pre-6, I think, kind of shits
too
on her. But her
difficult to
jungle-
avoid those skills to be able to lane against them.
But her jungle's fucking ridiculous. Like,
Yeah,
getting
you get-
Runeglaive on her is retarded.
Runeglaive and that AoE stunning smite, and then your clear times are ridiculously fast.
It's happening, boys. You remember when I said Diana and Elise going to be the two top picks of the of worlds?
And they're
It's-
both really good right now.
It's happening.
Oh man, okay. All right, cool. Well, that's Diana. So, equipped with all the opinions that we just threw at you, blat 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 blat, rat-a-tat-tat, super fast style. Go and win ranked games. I don't know. Go play. Have fun. Let's move on to the next section of the show, which is the round table.
Now we're just going straight into it. My question from last week was, what is your favorite League of Legends skin, and why is it your favorite? So we got a lot of responses again. Thank you all. The first one is from Ashley. She says she loves Nightmare Cho'Gath. She's like, don't get me wrong, it's pretty bad. It's an old recolor, and he's just blue Cho. But it was one of her first skins she ever got, and she got in a mystery box from her brother, who introduced her to League of Legends. So she always goes for it over any other skin. So yeah, I mean, like any sort of like story is a good way to like a skin.
Up until the point where Ashley mentioned that her brother gifted her the skin, I thought it was Rick making a fake account to fuck with us.
That would be a Blitzcrank skin, though.
No, I hear from Rick all the time. He friggin' loves his Nightmare Cho'Gath for some reason, and Okay,
He does.
whatever, guys. You're crazy, but
Compared to other recolors, it's actually not that bad. I think it looks good.
Nightmare Cho'Gath? I mean, purple Cho'Gath?
Blue Cho'Gath. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm
blue
sorry.
He's already
I'm-
purple.
I'm colorblind.
That's not true.
You're right. I've driven you around and made fun of other people's car colors. Look at this
It was
fucking
all a
weirdo.
clever ruse.
Look at this fucking dude in this tangerine Suburban. Look at this guy.
Next response comes from Joshua. He says, Samsung White Thresh. It's well drawn and animated, especially the recall, and during the loading screen, he can imagine he's actually a world champion rather than a Silver 5 tryhard. Yeah, I agree. That skin looks great. Yeah, Silver 5. So William says Zombie Brand, the spawn and death animations are perfect. His joke of setting himself on fire and running in a panic is amazing. That skin, I like that skin myself because if you build full attack speed on it, he has the animation where he like picks up like sludge from the ground or dirt from the ground and whips it. So he just like twitches really, really fast. Like that's the only time I ever play Brand is just to build full attack speed Brand, and it's worth it. So you should try that out. Next response is from Joshua. He says Pool Party Zach. The other pool party skins need to be at a pool to party, but Zach is the pool party. Justin on Twitter says Arcade Hecarim because it's a rainbow pony. He's not wrong. And Sargent says his favorite skin is Lumberjack Scion because it's his first main and the first skin he bought this year. Okay, so yeah, I mean I like the skin. It's kind of a nice little theme for him. And then Mad Zelly wrote us an email and he said, sorry, I think Sargent also wrote us an email there. Mad Zelly said, by far his favorite skin is Surprise Party Fiddlesticks for a few reasons. The spell animations are great, especially throwing the balloon animal instead of the crow on his E. The party blower drain stream and confetti filled alts are also a lot of fun. On a more meta level, he likes the skin because it seemingly he likes it because of Fiddle's playstyle, like lurking over walls and waiting for the perfect moment to ult in and completely surprise everyone. It's the most subtle but strongest reason why he likes the skin. He also mains Fiddle in the jungle, so he makes sure to have /all surprise copy and ready to be pasted as soon as the ult's in. And another honorable mention that he wanted to talk about was Corporate Mundo. He likes the big cell phone and the paper-filled briefcase. He just thinks it's hilarious, and there can't be much other. He also loves the voice and the animations. Like it's just overall a really, really great skin. And then Lloyd, to wrap us up, is he says his favorite skin is Astronautilus because his W puts his visor down and makes some sick sounds. Like that skin is so well done. It's just such a great theme for Nautilus. Anyways, moving on to this week's skin, a little bit more challenging, so you're gonna have to put some effort in, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
A champion of your choosing from the League of Legends opens up a shop. What kind of product or service are they selling?
you like making this easy
Nick
for
Cooper.
me, don't you?
All right, boys. So it's gonna be Gangplank. That's the champion. That's the champion that's gonna be selling something. All right, and he's gonna be selling some genuine, bona fide oranges. That'll just his cure all. And he's like
Produce.
that southern, the southern like the cart that comes into town every once in a while that just sells this miracle cure all orange. That you just eat and you're
Oysters,
fine.
clams, and cockles?
Yeah, exactly. Except he's a pirate. So as soon as you give him the money, he's just going to kill you and take the orange back and then move on to the next town.
Sounds great.
Next town.
Oh, is that a segue?
Yeah.
Wow, that was something
On
else.
to the next one.
Wonderful. You shut your mouth.
To the next.
Let's hear your thing about Victor selling robot parts.
No, really? That's what you go to?
Lollipoppy selling candy.
There you go. Chris
Oh my
gave me
God.
the answer.
Come on.
I'm
You
done.
said I didn't
Originality.
know you. You said I didn't know you. Fuck you.
Shit about me.
Are you gonna reiterate that, or
No.
are you just gonna...
No,
All
I
right.
told everybody what I was thinking. Like I said, you just like making this easy for me, don't you?
Boy, yeah, okay. Is it my turn then? It's just
It sure is.
by process of elimination. I guess I'm the last poor bastard standing. Malphite, and he's gonna be selling
Rocks.
advice. He's gonna be selling advice. some rock solid
Rock solid.
advice.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was gonna
What-
say, like, is he
wait,
like
wait.
Lucy or something?
What
Like,
is his advice? Die.
No,
Like he doesn't
I'm-
say anything except for die and
keep
kill.
moving as fast as you can. Dude, it sounds
good
like you're.
advice.
It sounds to me, buddy, like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. And what you need to do is move as fast as you can and stay rock solid. Look at that.
Is that all he says to everyone?
Yeah, dude. So pretty much he's just saying keep moving and keep your boner up.
Just copy and paste
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
each and every single customer.
Right. That'll be $500. Thank you. Mr. Frost, what about you?
Oh, I would obviously, I think Draven would set up a nice little shop. And he would sell statues of himself, in different poses, in various poses, and I think he'd sell them for a lot of money because Draven is the best.
Winnebago, Draven, and a 3D printer. That's all we need for a business. All right, cool. Is that it?
Sure is.
Okay, let's go to mail fight.
Mail fight. All right.
Mail
so,
fight.
Can we make
have-
like one of those Blue Clues like
Mail
sound
fight.
intros?
Here's the mail. It's rock solid. That shit. It makes you want to answer emails. I don't know, dude. Keep going.
All right, perfect. That was the intro from now on. So there's one email from Zach Whipple. He said, loves the program, been listening to it while he drives around for work a couple weeks now. Keep up the good work. Thank you. And we talked about the Adderall use in the LCS, the drug use last week. In all professional sports, he says, if you're diagnosed and prescribed with something, you can use it without being banned. In the NBA, you can use marijuana if that is prescribed to you. But if it isn't, you can get a ban. In the NFL, you can use Adderall if you're subscribed, but you get a suspension for drug use and put in the drug treatment program that if it is found in your system and you aren't prescribed. Josh Gordon, dude, I already like you. Josh Gordon, yeah, whatever happened to him? If you think, all right, I think if you want to take esports seriously, you should just follow the system, and then you won't have to completely cut off every player who has a legitimate prescription. Yeah, so the only problem with that is there are doctors, and doctors are humans too, and humans like money. So if you can just give the doctor money to get an Adderall prescription, then you can just take an unfair advantage.
People are gonna be shitlords everywhere you go, so let's not hurt the people that legitimately need help in the process of just trying to make a flat, like, oh, we're gonna.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's it's not going to be on the prescription. Hey, this is a fake prescription. So there's no way to distinguish.
I know. System.
Yeah.
So you've got to go with the best you can, and the thing is, a lot of the times it ends up not being enough. Like there will be people that abuse it, but a perfect system rarely exists, or a perfect solution to most problems rarely exists. So you have to go with the best you can make.
Yeah, and the best that we can make with esports is just copy football, whatever. I guess.
No, not copy football. They are in a shit storm.
Don't copy football. Copy another ball sport. I don't know. Pick one. You have a
Because
litany
Roger
of choices.
Goodell is literally Hitler.
That's a name I've never heard in my life.
He's the commissioner for the NFL.
What does
He's Hitler.
What does that mean?
It means he's the head of the NFL.
What does that mean? What does he do?
Do you need me to explain English?
The
Roger
NF
Goodell is the person I'm referring to. Head means he's the leader, which means he is in charge of...
He's the CEO of football, Chris. That's all you need to know.
He's the CEO of the
President
business
Football.
of football. He's Mr. Football. Mr. Sir. Mr. Football, please.
Mr. Football, please reconsider. We all need marijuana. All right. Is there anything else in this email or what?
Yeah, no, that's it from Zach. Thanks for the love, Zach. And then we had one from, oh God, I don't know who it's from. Sorry, I didn't get the email from you. All right, so he says for our assassin, he has an idea for our assassin: Yasuo passive, Rengar Q, Jax W, Fizz E, and Vi's ultimate, so we can one shot everyone with our auto attack. Which
That'd
is
be
pretty
pretty
good.
crazy auto.
It's pretty good. Like, Rengar Q is already good by itself. And just, like, tripling that'd be amazing.
Yeah, so passive.
Yeah, exactly. And then, now we need to do our Franken champion for this week.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, what else?
I forgot about those.
Are we still
I
doing
keep
it for
forgetting
AP
about
Assassin
these.
this time, or are we gonna move on to
Maybe we should just move on.
I don't know, dude. I think this.
I don't know. I think our
All right,
assassin
all right,
last
all right.
time ended up being pretty shitty.
All right, we'll do
APSS.
APSS and then. So our choices are Arya, Kali, Echo, Evelyn, Fizz, Katarina, LeBlanc, Malzahar, Nidalee, Teemo,
Kassadin.
Xerath the Assassin,
Xin Zhao? AP Xin Zhao?
Kassadin. So I'll link you guys the
I'm already
list.
there, sweetie. Don't
Yeah,
even
I'm on
bother.
Oh,
Same.
man.
way ahead.
You
We're
guys
getting
are.
into the swing
All
of things
right.
this
Wow.
time.
Man. All right, so what are we picking for a passive?
Troll pull.
Uh,
Oh wait, what?
A passive. I'm going to go ahead and put this out. Evelyn's passive?
Invisible.
But then when you're close, you're an assassin. Actually, that is kind of an assassin. What was I going to say?
Is passive?
Fizz's passive is he takes four reduced damage from auto attacks and unit collision. He
Eh.
ignores unit collision.
What about Kassadin? Does Kassadin still have that magic damage reduced?
Yeah.
15%.
I don't know any of their
magic
passive.
damage. I don't know. I like
Poppy.
Kassadin's a lot.
Poppy.
Oh shit! Poppy is on this list.
But I think Poppy's an AD assassin.
Yeah. Okay.
And we
Like you
used her
build
last time
Trinity,
for
you build
AD, so
Trinity
that way.
Force and
Oh,
Yeah, I can-
Hey! What about Nidalee's passive?
it's not. You can turn into a cougar. That's her ultimate. Her passive is
No.
like
Prowl.
if you hit people with your Q, with your
No.
spear.
Aside from that, moving
We're
through
using
bush,
Katarinas.
moving
Timo!
through brush increases.
All right, it's all right.
No,
it's
fine.
It's
Fucking,
Katarina or Evelyn. You remember Evelyn
think
has the 2% mana regen
Yeah.
when she's stealth.
Ooh.
Oh no! Fuck.
Katarina.
Katarina.
I'm good with
All
Katarina.
right, fine.
Katarina.
Fine, I've been outvoted. All right, so we need a Q.
Nidalee?
Just go ahead and say Nidalee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we need a W.
Is W troll pull?
No, Jesus, Henderson, no.
What?
I think Henderson wants to use his E.
I think LeBlanc.
I think. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
LeBlanc.
distortion. Yeah.
Yeah, LeBlanc's
is
not
I think
bad.
that's really good.
LeBlanc.
even without the ultimate, that'll still be a fairly strong skill.
All right, so E, are we using Troll Pole?
I don't want to.
What
I
else?
still think
Would you,
Troll
what
Pole's the
else
way
would
to
you
go here.
use?
Zareth's shocking orb. I don't know.
No.
Fuck, I don't know. Man.
Alright, so Troll Pole.
what about AP Rengar? I don't know.
Then why did we not pick his W if we're not? All right. And then ultimate, we're gonna use Ari's ultimate.
Malzahar.
There's three options here. There's three
Fizz.
options here.
Ari, Akali, and what?
No, hold
Fizz.
on. We could use LeBlanc's ultimate. We could use Kassadin's ultimate, or we could use Ari's ultimate.
I'm thinking we're gonna use Ari's ultimate.
I want
What about
LeBlanc's. I
LeBlanc?
want to copy her the Nidalee Q.
Yeah.
Nidalee Q
And
and,
copy
then
the
throw a Nidalee
troll
Q that
pull.
does like 50% more damage.
You can do two troll.
Oh, all right. Only
Troll
because
pole
the
and
two
troll
troll
pole.
poles. Only because the two troll poles. I'll go with LeBlanc's ultimate. This just feels like more of a mage than an assassin.
It feels like
Yeah.
a better Nidalee.
It also
Yeah, it
doesn't feel like
does.
trash like last week's.
Whoa.
Only
it's
because we
fine.
get two troll poles.
Exactly.
All right, so there's our AP assassin. Next week we'll do what? Fighter,
I think fighter. Yeah.
fighter, or tank or mage.
I think.
No, we already
I
did
think
mage.
I think the reason that assassins don't work as well as like the other ones like AD carry and stuff like that is because their kits literally are like designed that way.
Yeah,
for a
designed to
reason,
work
'cause-
well with each other.
Yeah. So making it different kits is like we have to make it super gimmicky.
We can't make a Draven Q that can attack from halfway across the map, unfortunately.
Not
Yeah.
every single time. No.
I'm sure someone will come up with a better one.
Yeah.
Probably.
So send us some emails. mail@leakcastpodcast.com.
Yeah. And that's
Mail
it,
at
right?
leakcastpodcast.com.
That's a great segue. Thank you.
Where did they send
Nick
emails?
Cooper.
Mail at
Tran-
leakcastpodcast.com.
Transitioning. Oh, you can send us emails at mail@leakcastpodcast.com.
Mail at leakcastpodcast.com.
What's that?
You can, you can like us on Facebook and follow us on
At
Twitter
Mail-
at Leakcast
Yeah.
Podcast. Join our public TeamSpeak server. ts.leakcastpodcast.com is the server address, but you need to put that into the TeamSpeak 3 client in order to connect. Don't just put that in your URL. It won't lead you anywhere in your browser. TeamSpeak. Do that. It's free. It's great to hang out with us and shoot the shit about how bad our assassins are, I guess.
Yep.
And then support us on Patreon if you'd like to. That's patreon.com/Warfinch. And I believe that's it for this episode. Yes. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.